Hey guys, what's up? This is Bry. Inside Morning Voice, 4:45 a.m. Aura, how we doing today? Going to show you an abridged version of the Heroic app this morning and why I use it. We're going to talk more about the research behind it, what it says about why Heroic works, and why I spend the time I spend, and encourage you to consider spending the time doing. All right, syncing up. Slightly nervous about that. I worked hard yesterday. I've been working hard the last couple of days. We'll see what Oura has to say. All right. Heroic app loading. Hi, Brian. Hi, Heroic. Complete your daily commitment to access your targets. This is the core part of the Heroic app, and I want to briefly tell you why. So here's a keynote presentation that is the basis of the keynotes that I give. It's the basis of Greatest Year Ever. This is actually Greatest Year Ever. So this is the little slide deck I use to give Greatest Year Ever 101, which we're launching very soon. I make 3 promises. Number 1, it's time to activate your heroic potential. We're going to help you do that while fundamentally and permanently changing your life, while making this year the greatest year of your life. Inside voice enthusiasm. How are we going to do that? Well, we move you from theory to practice to mastery together today. You got to do the things you already know you could be doing that, if you did them consistently, would literally fundamentally and permanently change your life. That's how the Heroic app is architected. And early research shows, and we did this research with a leading scholar in positive psychology and one of his top postdocs. Over 1,000 people went through the study, and what we found was, if you simply hit 5 targets on our app a day, which I've been starting to show you more about, you can move, and if you're like those we studied, you can move from the 60th percentile of flourishing to the 83rd. It's a really powerful idea. It's like finishing a race in 40th place, and then 30 days later, after spending a few minutes training in our app, you move up 23 places in that race. More specifically and more concretely, and again, this is an approximation, but if you hit just 3 targets a day in the Heroic app, you're likely to be 40% more energized. Imagine your life with 40% more energy, 20% more productive, and 15% more connected. 20% more productive is like working 5 days and getting a day for free. Anyway, that's some ideas on why I use Heroic. Greatest Year Ever, we talk more about that. Then, of course, we walk you through how to go about moving from theory to practice to mastery together today. I talk about the 7 objectives, which you're going to want to understand in order to understand why I push so hard on consistency, in particular with the app. Or I saw you syncing up. Okay, here is the commitments for me this morning. Now, I'm going to trim these down. Now, I'm crazy. I hit 101 targets a day, right? And it's really hard to have a bad day when I hit 101 targets, obviously. But you don't need to hit 101 targets. You can hit 3 targets a day. If you took the time and you got clarity on the top 3 virtues that you embody when you're on, and then you commit to being more in integrity with those every day, boom, boom, boom. How about disciplined, calm, and confident? And frankly, I don't like doing that. I want to go through my list, but I'm going to walk in those 3 virtues. And then my top 3 things that I do to show up as a disciplined athlete and to feel heroically energized are: I'm in bed for 9 to 10 hours. You'll see I did that last night. I meditate. I still need to change this. No, actually, I'll change it right now. I'll show you how easy it is to change. Manage targets. So I'm going to manage this one. I'm going to edit it. I keep on saying it's 1% of my day, minimum. You could make it 1 minute. How about we make it like that? You got a minute? You got a minute to meditate? 1 minute to 1 hour. Perfect. Done. I can commit to that. Now, again, I'm still doing around an hour, but some days I'll do closer to 30 minutes, and I want to have the flexibility to win. Now, if all I did today, energy-wise, was to make sure I was in bed for 9 to 10 hours, made sure that I meditated for at least a minute, and then I got this little sequence that I do of things: 1 sun salutation, 10 pull-ups, 100 burpees, 1,000 meters of rowing, 10,000 steps, 30 minutes. But for you, maybe it's just, you know what, I'm going to move for 15 minutes. Or maybe your number 1 is I'm going to move for 30 minutes. That's a really strong top 3. So I'm going to skip all these, and I'll come back to them later because there's no way that I'm going to not do those. Yeah, I want to move my top 3 protocol around. App, appreciate your help. Again, we worked with MetaLab, the same company that helped design and build Slack, Tinder, Uber Eats, to help us build the Heroic app. If they're not the best in the world, they're tied for first. Love you guys. All right, got it. My top 3 protocol. I'm going to lock those in. Awesome. Now, again, I could do this in a minute, what I'm walking you through. Who am I at my best in my work? Well, I'm a heroic philosopher CEO. Who are you? In Greatest Year Ever, we help you get clarity on that. I am fiercely ambitious. I'm unapologetically intense, and I'm focused on what's important now. Boom. Okay, what am I going to do today? I'm going to commit to my long-term vision. I'm going to do the most important thing today, and I'm going to shut down completely. Paradoxically, that's the most important thing I do every day. That's how I recover so I can show up powerfully the next day. If you're up all night burning the candle at both sides, good luck sustaining that. In my relationships, I'm a joyful soulmate. As we've discussed, I'm present, I'm joyful, and I'm encouraging. Boom, keep it simple today. I'm going to recommit to being with my wife for 51 years. Cool, that's a powerful thing to do every morning. I'm going to eat a challenge like an energy bar. That's an act of love. And I'm going to create micro moments of awesome with my wife and my kids. That's all I'm going to do today. Boom, let's go. I'm going to skip all these for today. Not really, but for you I will. Boom, walk in your day. That takes less than a minute. Now I've set my intention. I'm ready to go. Now we're ready for Oura. What do we got today, Oura? 86. You know, I knew I'd be a little bit lower, but I'm still happy with that. 94. I think you might have been a little generous there, Oura. Let's see. Check it out. Syncing that up. All right. Am I up for something fun, Oura? As I say to my buddies, I'm going to text this to Sean and Brandon. What kind of question is that? Of course I'm up for something fun. Now, heart rate variability was a little lower as I expected. If you notice, yesterday was 48 and my resting heart rate was 46. Today, my resting heart rate was 50 and heart rate variability was 34. You know why that was? I'll tell you why right now. The primary reason was I didn't hit this target. I need to manage my targets. Okay, cool. I did not hit this target last night. My last meal was a little later than 3, and I ate a little bit more and a little bit later than I usually do. Perfect, bright line, recommit to that target, get clarity, but that's why the resting heart rate was, primary reason why the resting heart rate was a little bit high. The recovery index was still good, which is good. There we go, got up there at that point, perfect. All right, I was in bed for 9 hours and 15 minutes, total sleep 8 hours and 42 minutes. Like I said, that was a little generous. I was up a little bit more. Well, they got me up, but there you go. Again, I'm looking at the quality sleep. 57% is crazy. Yeah, I did fall asleep and sleep pretty hard right there. Boom, the deep sleep is solid. And the REM, yeah, I was in pretty much good REM state. All right, so 57%. So I'm stoked with that. Boom, let's go. Activity score, like I said, I don't pay that much attention to. Okay, cool, we're good. Recommit, all in, day 1, let's go. What do we got on the Heroic app? Spend a moment looking at that. The odds of being alive, check out this +1. The odds of being alive are crazy. That's the technical description. My God, okay, I'm going to leave that for another time because I want to get this under 10 minutes. We've got a new philosopher's note today. This is on Think Like a Warrior. It's a book. It's a sports fable. It's amazing. This guy's got a series of... wow, you can listen to the philosopher's note or you can read it. But this is a great book and a great series of sports fables with some great wisdom. Darren Donnelly, nice work. And then we've got a quote from The Comfort Crisis. Could our sheltered, temperatured, controlled, overfed, under-challenged lives actually be the leading cause of many of our most urgent physical and mental health issues? Michael Singer in The Comfort Crisis asked. Yes, it can be. You can search and find that. Comfort Crisis. Let's see if we find that. There it is. The Comfort Crisis, Philosopher's Note on that great book. That's what we got today. Today's day 1. Hero. Sharing greatest year ever soon. Can't wait. Let's make this next year the greatest year of our lives ever. I'm all in on supporting you in doing that.